when he was putting up rings that Christopher Daniels was main eventing. It was when Christopher Daniels was dominating in Western Pennsylvania. It was when Facade was making his name, and he was getting out there, and he was going off the Ring of Honor, and he was trying, to get in there, and he was setting up rings. It was Christopher Daniels who was backstage, who would pull a young Facade aside and say, "Hey man, keep going, keep doing it." This is still a little bit of a mentor relationship. Facade knows Christopher Daniels, but does he really know the man until you get into the ring with him?
I mean, when you factor in his tenures with Ring of Honor, with Impact Wrestling, Christopher Daniels has been on national and worldwide television since before Facade had his first match.
And there's an entire generation of people in professional wrestling today that saw Christopher Daniels, and he made them fall in love with independent professional wrestling.
I believe Daniels is on his 25th or 26th year in the sport. But again, Daniels is not slowing down.
No.
Daniels is not showing any signs of weakness.
Yeah. I mean, recently he was just Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah.
This is a guy that's still at the top of his game. Christopher Daniels feels ageless.
Ring of Honor World Championship, Impact World Tag titles, and X Division title. Ring of Honor World Tag Team title.
A man who basically invented the X Division.
Yeah, absolutely. A pioneer in every sense of the word. And you look at guys way back in the day, Christopher Daniels, Mike Modest, Reckless Youth. These are the guys that once upon a time, they were told by everybody, well, you're too small. Well, your style's too fast. You can't go mainstream. And they broke through those barriers. They broke that glass ceiling. And of course, guys like Facade have come along and taken that to greater heights since then. But would we have a Facade today if not for Christopher Daniels in the 90s and 2000s?
Oh, absolutely. And Christopher Daniels here, again, this feeling out process early between Facade and Daniels. It's a lot of, hey man, where are you? Where's your strength? Where's your balance? We're moving around here.
And Daniels is a tactician.
Yeah.
He's a thinking man's wrestler. Facade has never met a risk he's not willing to take. Daniels will be much more calculated and much more cerebral about what he does as Danny Moe looks on from the outside, clapping on, cheering on Facade. Facade has had so many different challenges over the years. He's not faced a challenge quite like this. Kalanabo tie-up. And the thing about Facade too, Marcus, is the sizzle gets the headlines, but Facade's got a lot of stake to back that up.
Oh yeah, you see right here with the technical ability that he has. Facade, again, he's known as a high flyer, he's known as a risk taker, but here he is on the mat.
If Daniels wins tonight, he becomes Remix Pro Champion. Would tentatively defend that as Daniels with the quick right jab. Daniels would tentatively defend that at Throwdown 20 as Daniels scores one notch for him. Or if contractual obligations interfere with that, we'd have a vacancy and Daniels would surrender undefeated.
Yeah, and that throws this entire title picture into a loop. If Christopher Daniels can become heavyweight champion tonight, maybe he can defend it in the fall, maybe he can't defend it in the fall. Who then becomes your #1 contenders? There's a bunch of guys in a locker room maybe rooting for Christopher Daniels here to see maybe we can get our opportunity if it happens, if things would unfold in a different way.
More questions than answers right now. We'll get a number of those answers as Daniels quick takedown lateral press. Facade bridges free. Leapfrog by the Fallen Angel. Facade responds in kind. Headlock takeover, Daniels down. You see the quickness of Facade, able to adjust and be a hair ahead of Daniels. Nice leverage move with the arm drag, and Daniels needs a breather.
That's the veteran move right there. Arm dragged over Daniels, wild and out of control. What did he do? He saw that rope, he wrapped his right arm around it, stopped that momentum, caught himself the breather. When he sees those ropes, he just seizes that opportunity for a second to slow it down. That's the general.
And the thing about Facade, I mean, he's an anomaly. He's a walking contradiction in many ways. You don't really have a feel for him until you've been in the ring with him. Many people have told me that over the years. And I almost saw the gears in Daniels' head turning as he processed who and what he's in there with.
Yeah, and this is what these early opportunities are all about. It's about Christopher Daniels feeling out and then understanding what he needs to do.
Well, baseball slide. Facade just narrowly gets out of the way. Oh, contact nearly made with Daniels and Danny Moe, and Facade nearly makes the same mistake. Look out.
Well, Danny Moe, unlikely voice of reason.
It's a good idea.
It is.
I mean, we do have the ring set up, we might as well. But testament to the even keel nature of Facade. Quick roll up here. 2 count only. Could that have been a ruse between Team Neon Blondes?
Oh.
Daniels reciprocates for 2. And Daniels to the midsection. It will behoove Daniels to slow Facade down, if only by half a step. And great neck strength on the bridge. Daniels doesn't see it. Now he does. Facade catches. Daniels head scissor takeover. Look at the clothesline. Keith Rada connects. Shoulders down for 2.
Christopher Daniels trying to find himself here, trying to break this momentum. We talked about he's trying to get a feel of Facade. You're getting a feel of Facade right into your mush right there.
Yeah, we talked about what would happen if Daniels won this matchup. But how much would this win mean for Facade as well?
Oh, God.
Oh, Daniels hits hard.
That's what it would want to be one of the biggest wins of his career. And if Facade gets by Christopher Daniels tonight, I don't think Facade loses this title anytime soon.
Facade double spring. Look out!
He's feeling it, Joe.
That somersault plancha was breathtaking.
Facade is on the A game tonight. And I said, if he can get by Christopher Daniels, if he can retain his title tonight, who can beat this man? I don't know. Because when Facade is on his A game, when Facade is hitting on all cylinders, he is basically unbeatable.
Yeah, and I think Facade is showing that focus this time around. It's not about a personal rivalry. It's not about a distraction. It's about who's better, and Daniels slips out of harm's way, and Facade lands torso first, and Daniels now goes to work.
Ring General Joe, right there.
And Facade hung up on that top ring rope. Not only does it knock the wind out of him, but that thud to the unprotected floor certainly lends itself to Daniels needing that breather right now, just needing to refocus and re-strategize now that he realizes the anomaly he's out there with.
This is what's so big about these opportunities if you're a veteran. This is what you do better than anyone else when you're Christopher Daniels. This is why they call you the ring general. He got all the feel he needs.
Well,
now he's got the breather, and now he's got the advantage.
And notice to your point as well, Marcus, Daniels broke the count. He can't win the championship on a count out. Daniels followed suit and keeps the aggression forward.
But he broke the count, but he didn't change anything. He broke the count, but he didn't break the barrier to get back in the match. Still getting his breath, still letting the wheels turn.
Facade for the ride here, and Daniels keeping things on the ground, the knee to the breadbasket.
Yeah, he's found his body part.
Well, certainly, if you take away the wind of an athlete, it's going to hurt so much, but Facade starting him first in the corner.
And this is, so many guys, Joe, so many guys when they wrestle Facade, they think high flyer. They think he's going to jump from the top rope. He's going to do this or that. And they go for the same thing every single time, his legs. Cut his legs out and grind him. Christopher Daniels has done something different here. He's taken the wind. You can't jump. You can't climb. You can't do any of that without your wind.
And not just that, it's the overall pacing that Facade has brought to the table. Daniels loves to be methodical. He loves to systematically dissect. When Facade can change directions and tempo, he's at his best. Daniels is shutting that down.
Yeah, and give Facade credit here. Out of any wrestler I know, Facade may have the best core strength. And so it's going to be a task to take his win, but there's no one better at that task than this man right here.
Suplex position, but just lets Facade drop across Daniels' own knee. Lateral press again.
Yes. And again, now Christopher Daniels, he's arguing with the ref there. He's arguing for the next call, not for this call. And that's just pure generalship. You notice the pinfall wasn't, sure, it's to win the match, but it's also to get that kick out. Christopher Daniels positioning his body to force Facade to use his win.
And Daniels goes right for the body system through that reverse bear hug. Normally, you'd see an athlete coming from behind, maybe a chin lock, but Daniels goes low, goes to constrict the rib cage, sticking to that strategy.
Yeah, it's all wheels turning now. He figured out where he needs to be.
And notice, Marcus, how high he's got that grip on, right around the lungs to restrict their expansion.
Yes, that's also key. People think your breath comes low. It comes right around those upper rib cages. You see where he's got his hands locked right underneath, like a Heimlich maneuver.
Oh, and down as Facade tried to quicken that pace, Daniels shuts things down right away. Daniels staple. The Arabian moonsault, but Facade the knees. Keep in mind that's a move Facade uses often as well.
Yes, scouting there. And you know what Christopher Daniels brings to the table because he's brought it for so many years. Facade looking to get a breather here.
And it's Facade firing away. I'll give Facade the advantage in a striking game.
He is such an adept striker. Hands and feet, Joe.
And that may be the recourse here if the quickness is neutralized. And Daniels caught Facade.
What a counter! What a counter, Joe! It feels like he lured him into it almost. It feels like he wanted him to go for that hip toss.
Seamless execution.
He opened his entire body so that he would go for that move. Facade saw an opening, and it was the opening Chris Daniels wanted.
It's that human game of chess. Daniels is a couple moves ahead, and now all the pressure on that intercostal cartilage between the ribs of Facade.
Facade trying to hold on here, trying to break this hold.
And Facade hip blocks free, but what did it take out of the Neon Ninja?
He's got to breathe here.
Daniels the roll up as Facade chopped for two. That STO back heel trip, Daniels connects. It is a Christopher Daniels staple, but a small sign of frustration on Daniels right now as he realizes Facade keeps showing that resiliency. Facade continues to battle back.
Again, most men, here's this cover again.
But 2 count away.
Pulls that leg, hooks that leg up with that high leverage on the shoulders to get all of his weight, but also the only way to kick out of that is the user gut.
And it's a bit of frustration on Daniels. It's desperation on the face of Facade as you see both these men process their thoughts almost out loud through their facial expression.
Daniels got that in deep. He said it's almost like a Heimlich with where he's gone. Trying to dig into those lungs, take that breath away.
As Facade gets back to the vertical base, Daniels can sense that momentum switch. And it goes a different direction, but it's Facade meeting Daniels shot for shot, at least for a moment.
Those are hard forearms right into the neck.
Facade the clothesline. Facade can still explode in small bursts. Facade from behind went roll up there, but couldn't keep the body on body. The springboard side kick caught Daniels high.
Oh, he caught him clean with that kick. Daniels is shaken from it. Facade trying to find his breath here, trying to get that momentum back for himself.
Facade hitting Daniels from all sides. That footwork, maybe second to none. Daniels now overhand. Rashikage! Facade hits the Rashikage driver variation, but not enough to keep Daniels down.
The strength of Facade to be able to transition into that maneuver, again with that stomach, it's got to be just pulsating, Joe. All of that wind, all of that internal area.
It wasn't as flush of a driver as we normally see from Facade. It was desperation, but he pulled it off. Wait a minute. I'll try to elevate Daniels, but couldn't. Daniels pushes off. Blue Thunder Bomb!
Daniels not able to capitalize on that, though.
Yeah. That was a rough landing for all parties. I think Facade got the worst of it. Follow through. Ring general living up to that nickname this entire matchup. Good grief, Death Valley driver.
The torque on that.
It was all impact. Daniels on top. Oh, less than half a count away from a brand new Remix Pro Wrestling champion.
And again, interesting on this one, Daniels not able to get more than just his body weight on there. Daniels is feeling here that offense burst from Facade took a lot out of Daniels.
Daniels measuring his foe. Point of the elbow. Down across the back of the neck. Facade. Matrix. Into the high heel kick. Facade may have a fighting chance. Burning hammer across the knee. Could this be all? No!
And that's something we very, very rarely see from Facade right there. Frustration, usually pretty even tempered when he's rolling, when he's got the momentum. Facade has all the confidence in the world, especially in this building. He's a little frustrated here, and I don't blame him.
With the eyes of the wrestling world watching Christopher Daniels and so many others in attendance here tonight, Facade is feeling the pressure. This may be the most important Remix Pro Championship defense of his life.
He's trying to seek the ropes there. Facade pressuring the action though.
Daniels in a reverse backslide. 2 count only. Facade now jackknife pin. Back and forth action. Center ring between two masters of their craft. Daniels drops down. Facade rolls through. This is back and forth. A battle of leverage, a battle of inches, and both men with a double clothesline.
And Joe, in that exchange, you see it in their eyes and you can feel it. Each man felt that the other one was so close to being able to put him away. Just so close, if I can just get this one leverage, one pin, and yet each man has enough to continue to move on, to continue to fight. And now we're at a stalemate.
And what a shame it would be if this championship clash ended in a double countout. But we're 3 seconds away from that being a reality.
And they've pushed each other to the limit. Have they pushed each other too far?
Facade to his knees at 9. Daniels follows suit. Testament to what this match has taken out of both these men.
And what it means to each one too. Christopher Daniels wants to be champion. No one doesn't want to be a champion, Joe.
The impact of these shots speaks volumes as Daniels winds up with the upper hand. Facade the bump kick. Strikes up and down the body. Oh, Daniels caught him. The Uranagi. We know it's coming.
Facade's not in the right spot. Joe.
Best moonsault. No! Facade out of the way of the BME. Right by Christopher Daniels. Jacks the jaw of Facade. Facade adjusts and responds with an uppercut.
And we are in no man's land up here. Both men might be comfortable on the top rope, but neither one wants to be where they're at right now.
What in the world is this? Facade looking to elevate Daniels. Daniels elbowing for his life at this point.
Yeah, this struggle is the match, Joe. This struggle is the match right here.
Oh, wait a minute. Angel's wings from high above. Facade, back body drop. Daniels goes tumbling. If Daniels had hit the Angel's wings from the top, this match would be over and Daniels would be Remix Pro Champion.
But the ring general goes all the way to the opposite side of the ring, Joe. Finds his way away from Facade.
But enough! Facade goes coast to coast!
He cleared the entire ring, Joe.
Daniels is out! No! And the look of Facade's face, maybe fleeting optimism.
Oh, he thought he had him there. And Daniels thought that he had escaped danger, and Facade proved him wrong. But Daniels with the resiliency to kick out. Unbelievable.
What an absolute war this has been at Throwdown for the Pound 19. Marietta, Ohio. Benefit for the Humane Society. As Facade goes springboard, Daniels a step ahead. Got the Uranagi again, here we go! Best moonsault ever! Daniels is champion! Unbelievable! Christopher
Here
Daniels!
is your winner and new Remix Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels!